Deshaun Watson, one of the quarterbacks of the Cleveland Browns, gets some more bad news from a former GM, Mike Tannenbaum, over there on Get Up. And also, when we look at Myles Garrett, will Myles Garrett break his own sack record this season in 2026 with the new Cleveland Browns? Hey, this is a late night edition of Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do me a favor, drop your state in the comment section. And as you can see, the state of Ohio have taken over first place as the viewers of Sports Talk with B. Watts. But that's okay. Hey, we appreciate each and one of you for tuning in to Sports Talk with B. Watts. Let's get this show started. Let's go.
It's crazy how they doing my boy, man, honestly, but he balled out.
By next year, he gonna be a bona fide superstar.
They didn't think he could do this, and the people that's hating on him didn't think he could do that.
He wasn't no fifth round talent. They knew that.
Y'all can doubt him, and y'all can say all that stuff y'all saying about him, but what God got for the boy. You see him put that wrist, after that when he clapped that wrist, man, make sure that watch still there.
That's right.
That's that watch still shining, boy.
Once again, the streets are watching the Cleveland Browns quarterback competition with Deshaun Watson and SHEDEUR Sanders. Over there on Get Up, a former GM, Mike Tannenbaum, was talking about this quarterback competition between SHEDEUR Sanders and Deshaun Watson. When you look at the competition, when you look at everything that's surround this competition, I can't understand. I still just can't understand why the Cleveland Browns just won't say SHEDEUR Sanders is the starting quarterback out the gate. After what SHEDEUR Sanders went through last year, no first team reps. When he got in, he played with the Cleveland Browns. But hey, let's listen to a former GM talk about this situation with the Cleveland Browns quarterback competition, Mike Tannenbaum.
He's played 19 games. He didn't tear his Achilles tendon once, which is a catastrophic injury for quarterbacks. He did it twice. He played 7 games 2 years ago. If the 4 of us were running the Cleveland Browns and we had to feed our family based on the reasonable likelihood of good quarterback play, that is not the fact pattern we would be basing it on.
No.
Why not go with SHEDEUR Sanders, where he showed some flashes as a rookie? He has high upside. If I was running the Browns, why not go with
Because
the other?
you paid him the money.
Right, but that's a sunk cost, and that's ancient history.
Yeah.
We all know aware of the history of the Cleveland Browns, right?
Sure.
Nothing good ever happens to them. What can be the worst thing than Deshaun Watson taking $230 million and then ball out on his way out the door, and you know you can't re-sign him because of what he's done the years before? That is perfect Cleveland drama.
That's sadly true.
Once again, Deshaun Watson received some more bad news. This former GM, Mike Tannenbaum, said no way that he will go out there with Deshaun Watson as his quarterback, as a GM. Yeah, he's saying the same thing I'm saying, and many of you are saying, that why not just roll out there and see what SHEDEUR Sanders can do in a full season. Give SHEDEUR Sanders the necessary reps to go through training camp, to get familiar with the offensive line, wide receivers, and continue to work on his progression as a quarterback in the NFL, instead of putting him through a quarterback competition. Believe in him, trust him, build around SHEDEUR. You already addressed the offensive line and brought in better weapons as wide receivers, and look like the running back Jenkins is healthy. Only thing I see that you need to do, maybe bring in another running back, just in case Quinshon Jenkins can't stay healthy, because you need another running back just like Quinshon Jenkins. I don't think he's on the team right now. And also, when you look at the wide receiver room, they young. Everybody other than Jerry Jeudy, man, I don't know what to say about Jerry Jeudy. I don't know if I can trust him. So if you look at what's available out there at free agent for as a wide receiver, a veteran to go along with the rookies that you drafted during this past draft, that's all you need to do. That's all you need to address for as this team. Because you know what you got on the defensive side of the ball. They're going to be a top 5 defensive team in the NFL. And that's good enough to win the division this year. The AFC North, man, to win that division, ain't nobody going to win over 12 games. in that division. Out of 17 games, I don't believe there are a team that'll win over 12. So 12 is my number that I think that can win the division. But once again, Deshaun Watson, man, a former GM, has some bad news from him. He don't believe in it, just like I do. Cause of his injuries. That's the only thing. At once in Deshaun Watson's career, he was a top 5 quarterback when he was at Houston. But since he's been at Cleveland, I just haven't seen that. That's why I would go with SHEDEUR Simon. That's just me. I believe SHEDEUR is a better quarterback at this stage in their career. All right. Now, check this out. When it comes to the defensive side of the ball for the Cleveland Browns, they have the best defensive player in the game right now, and that's Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett had 23 sacks last year, if I ain't mistaken, right? How many sacks do you expect Myles Garrett to get this year? Put it down in the comment section. Let me know, do you think Myles Garrett will break his own sack record this year on the defensive side for the Cleveland Browns? Put it in the comment section. How many sacks do you think he will get? I think Myles at least gonna get 20 sacks. I don't know if he'll break his own record this year, but it's a good possibility. I just believe he could get at least 20 out of 17 games. You gotta remember, as you see on that video, he playing Aaron Rodgers, Pittsburgh Steelers, 2 times this year. They're going to play him in Cleveland, and they're going to play him in Pittsburgh. And you can see how he moves. And if you remember, the last game of the season when they played Cincinnati, you see how Joe Burrow was running around looking, and to see, was he going to get sacked by Myles Garrett? Man, the old quarterback can't move. Myles Garrett played them twice too. So that's 4 games that Myles Garrett can pin his ears back and go after the quarterback. I just believe he's going to get at least 20 sacks this year. And he could break his own sack record. Hey, you watching the late night edition of Sports Talk with B. Watts? Hey, don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be back to do the live show with Uncle Steve. Don't forget to come back and check us out, all right? Until the next time, y'all have a blessed and a blessed night. Sports Talk with B. Watts. All right? Until then, peace.